Hey, just getting back to you on the survey. A survey I undertook in a media class a few months ago now. Basically, the results are as follows. For the first question, which was what do you look for in a music magazine, well, the options were up-and-coming artists, old-school music, latest pop news, kind of like celebrity gossip style, a roundup of all the best gigs to go to, and the option all of the above. Well, after rigorous tests, the answer is that 60 people are looking for information on up-and-coming artists. 50 of those, 50% of the people who wrote in for two answers, by the way, voted for old school music. 20% went for latest pop news. I don't know why. And then another 20% went for the roundup of best gigs to go to. So for my music magazine, I decided that even though I was going to focus on old school music, I wanted to incorporate up and coming artists into that, maybe like into kind of like genre revivals, because that's clearly, like, 60% shows that it's the majority reading interest. So yeah, I got to appeal to that. Okay, question 2 was what is your favourite genre of music, and the options were classic rock, punk, pop, hip hop, R&B, techno, and funk. No one voted for techno. This is the way it goes, I guess. No one voted for classic rock, actually. A bit disappointed. 20% of people voted for rock. 20% of people voted for punk. Nobody voted for pop, which I guess it's pop is a broad genre, so I guess I don't know which area of it you didn't vote for, but you didn't vote for pop. And a staggering 60% voted for hip hop. 40% of those people, 40% voted for R&B. Though I should probably take note that at least that 40% also voted for hip hop. Don't know why I just said that. Might be important. And then 35% voted for funk. And this like was a decision this was a result that kind of surprised me and made me happy. So I decided to put a funk feature as a feature in my first edition of the magazine, and it's all about a funk band, up and coming funk band. So that kills two birds with one stone. Number 3, which is more going on to design. What colours do you think would work for a funk magazine? Because this got me interested in the result. The previous stat got me interested in the possibilities of doing a whole funk magazine. And even though I'm not going to do that, for the first feature, for the first issue, funk is very kind of like the colour scheme. So the choices were green and purple, black and green, red and purple, green and red, and other. And yeah, very evenly spread. No one, like, I mean, obviously it shows that purple's the thing, but don't believe I just said that. But also that no one really had a preference in colour, so I decided to go with green and purple because I like green and purple. Number 4, slightly more interesting. What would you think is the best title for a retro magazine? This was tricky because actually I quite liked some of the names I came up with, and it was quite hard to choose. The options were Old School, Yesterday, Get Back, Play It Again, and a Bwop Babaloo Bop Badam Bam Boom, which is a line from Tutti Frutti by Little Richard. Wish I never said that. But anyway, moving on, the result was 40% in favour of Yesterday, 40% in favour of Get Back, so two Beatles tunes, very, very popular. No one voted for Old School. I didn't know why I wrote it either. And Play It Again got 20%. So it was tricky. It was between Get Back and Yesterday. And in the end, I thought Yesterday kind of just had a nicer ring to it, and was just, it seemed kind of more relaxed. And this magazine is retro, and it kind of goes for a kind of like a hippie-ish colour scheme, style, patterning, and Yesterday kind of complements that a bit better than Get Back, which is much more direct and sharp, which is equally good for other things, but for like kind of the design of my magazine, Yesterday is a better sounding name for it. And the last question, what is your favourite music magazine? I was actually disgusted with some of the responses I got to this. The options were Q, Kerrang, Mojo, NME, Uncut, and Other. Bearing in mind, I only like 2 of those choices. No, that's not true. 3. But even so, these are the results. Yeah. For like, someone decided to be funny and voted for Other, in which he put Heat underneath it, thinking that it's a great music magazine, of course. Someone and that was 20%. I mean, wait. No, quite a few people voted for that, actually. Yeah, no, 20% is voted for Other, and altogether, although one smart ass decided to put Heat on his paper. 20% went for NME, which was kind of surprising because I thought more people would go for NME, even though I don't like it that much as a magazine. 40% went for Mojo, which, yeah, I'm happy with that. I hoped for a landslide, but it wasn't going to happen. And then 60% just said none of the above. So with that in mind, 40% is still a nice total to you know, make a magazine in the style of Mojo, which is what Yesterday is going to be like. It's also going to do what Mojo, until recently Mojo had like a problem with always printing on the front cover, like, you know, really old artists like Bob Dylan and the Beatles, and then never doing anything new. And then they were advised to you know, kind of advertise some newish bands. So like in the 2000s they were promoting the White Stripes a lot. Well, it's a bit late now, but yeah, I think that's the kind of thing Yesterday will do, which is we'll focus more on the retro music we all know and love, but we'll also promote artists who are following in their footsteps. Those are the results of my survey. This is a vlog, call it that if you will, and yeah, I'm me.